Hey guys, I'm Barrett. I'm one of the founders of Ranger. We are DeFi's command center, right? We do a number of different things. We've been aiming to unify the trader experience. Just like Jupiter started with spot aggregation, we made our entry into DeFi through perps aggregation, right? So there are a ton of protocols, especially in the Solana ecosystem, and even more when you venture out onto other chains, right? There aren't that many. There are zero real perps aggregators on Solana besides Ranger Finance. We have 4 major venues, right? Instead of having to go to any underlying venue yourself, you can always just come to Ranger. It will enable you to trade seamlessly, optimize your order execution, and that's really some of the major points that we like to talk about here at Ranger, right? You want to make sure those traders are having the best experience possible, right? And then also there's always new protocols coming out, and I think this is one of the big reasons why we need more applications, right? There's what Jupiter did in creating this beautiful spot trading experience will happen for kind of all your other financial asset classes that we have, right? Perps, like what Ranger does. You have, Lulo doing lending aggregation. And the beauty about applications is that, we get to focus on the user experience, right? The user touch point. Whereas, these protocols have to like your drifts or your Jupiters on the perp side of things, right? Flash, Adrena, they have to spend a lot of time really optimizing that protocol layer, which isn't necessarily how the user is going to interact with the actual chain, right? That's the job of applications. And what we see in applications, right, or aggregation in particular, you have those 3 big markets that I just mentioned. You have spot, you have perps, and then one that isn't on this slide is lending, right? And currently, we're focused on perps. Little alpha on this, spot is coming to Ranger. And we will be doing, meta aggregation. We'll be integrating your Jupiters, your Camino, limit orders, Pyth Express Relay, and DFlow. Name your other spot venues. We're excited to continuously integrate those and provide a seamless workstation for the traders of the future, right? Which we believe will be on chain. Speaking of that, over here you can see DEX volumes for both spot and perps, and since the DeFi summer. In 2020, we have seen on-chain volumes really start to ramp up. Spot a little more than perpetuals, but now, with the rise of these more high-performant chains like Solana, Sui, Hyperliquid, we're starting to see more and more perps activity venture on-chain, right? And this is a trend that we believe will continue. And if it is going to continue, right, users aren't going to continuously go from one protocol to the next all the time. They're going to go to a single application, aka an aggregator. And that's how the users will interact with a lot of these apps, right? Again, you can see here, perps volume on-chain has greatly increased since 2023. And this isn't something that is going to change, right? Again, I'm a big believer that on-chain finance is how you will, we will see this continue eating away at centralized exchanges because it is open, it is transparent, it is better for the user overall, right? Some of the little differentiators from Ranger, right? We are the first perps aggregator on Solana. We are building the complete DeFi trading stack from perps aggregation. We will do meta spot aggregation. And then we will eventually move to support lending. We currently do have on-off ramps through Coinbase. We're working to get some more partners on that front as well. And then we are also, everything that we build for the front end, right, where a normal user can connect, like an E-Trade account effectively. We do offer up to developers on the API stack. So if you're building agents, or you're building Telegram bots, right? Whatever it may be, and you need real-time data for perpetuals and spot, we offer that for you as well. That leads me to some of our major product announcements. Again, I kind of dropped one earlier. We'll have spot aggregation out by end of month, so users can now trade the full DeFi stack from derivatives like perpetuals to spot. We are also rolling out RWA support, which is pretty exciting. I think a lot of people have maybe seen some of the stuff from like Kraken and Bakkt. You have some other protocols like Denari that are offering these spot RWAs from equities on chain. And as a complete trading suite, we are very excited to offer all of these assets to users of Ranger Finance. And one of the biggest ones, right? It's always a pain if you're in the United States, right? You have to log in through a VPN to connect to any of these DeFi apps. Well, Ranger now allows US traders without a VPN to simply connect to Ranger and trade, right? And you don't need to know what venue you're on. You'll be able to see it through the UI, but we will route you to any of the major venues, ensuring your order optimization and never having to deal with a pesky VPN again, right? Which is a big unlock for people here in the United States. So we're very excited to be one of the first products here to roll out trading for those in the United States. A little bit of like a product roadmap. Ranger is like also going to do some stuff on the Hyperliquid L1 and their DEX as well. Obviously, they're a major perps venue, so excited to do some of that. And yeah, right? So, oh no, my new deck, the new deck didn't get updated. There was a QR code. But if you are in the United States, yeah, or anywhere around the world, please log on to ranger.finance, and you'll be able to trade any asset of your choosing here in the not-too-distant future for spot. And we'll also be able to make sure that you get to participate in the lovely perps market, which we're excited to continue to pioneer. All right. Well, thank you for your time, guys.